I'm Peter Sidwell and welcome to my kitchen. I hope you are all well. Now, if you've been following any of my recipes with Kitchen Craft, I showed you how to make a really delicious sort of chicken curry tray bake. Now, I made it and I have some leftovers. I wanted to show you how to make an amazing soup out of the leftovers. So you are absolutely making sure you use everything. Now, first thing we need to do is get a pan on, nice and hot. And I have got a couple of pints of vegetable stock. Okay, and I'm just gonna pour that straight in. So that's kind of like the base of where it all begins. Now, I've got my curry here. I've got a piece of chicken. I'm not gonna put that in because when we blend it up, we want it to go nice and smooth and we'll chop that up afterwards. But everything else can go in. So I've got some whole tomatoes from the curry. I've got some lemons. Now they will have cooked and gone nice and soft. Put them in. You'll get this amazing sort of tagine style flavour. It's delicious. The sweet potatoes are going to thicken this soup. So there's no need for any gluten, no need for any corn flour, anything like that. It is just making sure that we use everything up. But it makes a really delicious soup. So last few bits in there. Okay, so all vegetables are in with our vegetable stock. Let's just put that to one side. Get the lid on, trap the heat in. We want to bring this up to the boil and let it simmer for about 10 minutes. And then once it's simmered, we'll blend it till it's nice and smooth. Now, to accompany this soup and kind of bring it up a level and make it really, really exciting, I'm gonna make a really delicious dressing. Okay, quick recap. Now, the soup, I have got in here the leftovers from my chicken curry tray bake, a couple of pints of vegetable stock, bring it up to the boil, simmer it 5 to 10 minutes until everything's piping hot. And now we're just gonna blend it. So I'm just going to move the soup over to a low heat. It just needs to simmer gently now. And then just to kind of create something to kind of cut through the smooth, delicious soup, I'm going to make like a spiced oil, okay? So non-stick frying pan, in with some olive oil. You want to cover the bottom of the pan because you want this oil to kind of give that silkiness to the soup and a little bite to it. So there you go. Once the base of the pan is covered, so I've got it on a high heat so it'll warm up really, really quickly. And what we're going to put in is a couple of things actually. I've got a mixture here of coriander seeds, cumin seeds and mustard seeds, the kind of backbone of good spices and curries. So we're going to take a good tablespoon of those and pop those in. And we're going to cook them until they crack. Okay? And then I've got some bay leaves, okay? Fresh bay leaf from the garden. Okay, so the oil is starting to heat up now. The bay leaves are starting to kind of crackle and the heat is just kind of allowing all the flavour from the bay into the oil. And then the seeds are just starting to pop open and again, they're just releasing their flavour into the oil, which will give this amazing fragrance to the soup. So just be careful, you don't want to burn the bay leaf, okay? You want them to crackle and toast and crisp, so don't take your eyes off it. Let's add some dried mint into here, and the reason why we've added it at the end is the mint is dry, so it doesn't need to cook, okay? So I'm gonna take that off the heat and just leave it to one side. Now, we had a little bit of chicken left from the curry, okay? So I'm just gonna take that and I'm just gonna slice it nice and thin because I want the heat to run right through the chicken and just give some flavour. Now, if you haven't got any chicken left, don't worry about it. Really doesn't matter. It's not essential, but it's just really about using up the leftovers. Okay, so let's get that chicken into the soup. There we go. So everything has been used up. We have not wasted anything, which is great. I think we're ready to serve up. So, got some bowls. Here we go. Just give that soup a nice stir. all the way around. Look how thick and velvety it is. It looks delicious, smells amazing. Haven't needed to season this because when we actually made it, I seasoned the dish already. There we go, some lovely thick, velvety soup. It's almost a meal in itself. There we go. Pop those on there. Now, for our spices, all we need to do is just take some of that, pop it in the top. There we go. I'm gonna grab a couple of those lovely bay leaves. There we go. And that is how to turn a beautiful tray bake curry into lunch, some amazing soup. If you want the recipe, go to kitchencraft.co.uk and it is right there.